Hello everyone, I hope you are well. This is the Sacral Chakra video. I've been asked to make videos about each of the chakras individually, so I am doing this now. You will have Reiki healing. We will also talk about them. This is more an informational video, but of course I can't help working on people at the same time. So settle yourself down. I'm just going to place my hands above your shoulders. And I want you now to just take a couple of breaths and imagine roots of a tree. And we're going to use a willow tree today. The roots of a big female willow growing out of your body and down past your hips and knees and down through your feet into the ground below you. Sail. And those roots grow down and down and down, pushing deeper and deeper into the inner earth. And I've chosen the willow tree because it is thought of to be a feminine tree. It is associated with water, which this chakra is known for. And we are working on this one here, the orange one, the Svadhisthana chakra. So now we need to protect you. So I just want you to imagine a candle flame in the middle of your being. Feel that flame flickering and glowing and growing and pushing out to the sides, pushing out to the front and to the back of you, and pushing up and down at the same time, until it creates a ball of energy around you, probably slightly oval shape with no corners. And that is your protection. And I'm going to use lots of different tools from lots of different paths of healing. I'm also going to use these amazing oils. Details will be in the show notes of where you can get them from my friend Merin. I had an amazing healing from her over the weekend, so she does healings as well. She is a Reiki master. And we're going to use this. They come in a lovely box. There we are, with lots of information about the chakras here. Beautifully packaged, and I use these all the time. I think I'm on my third lot now. I use them to practice music. I use them for everything. Meditation, just to go around my day. And this one is made out of coconut oil, red jasper crystals inside them. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Orange adventurine inside them. And we have orange, tangerine, cinnamon bark, clove oil, geranium, and lang lang, which she told me lang lang is for the inner child, which I did not know either. So I'm just going to put this on my hands and just breathe in that citrusy, cinnamony smell. Breathe it in all the way down to the pit of your stomach. And the sacral is about 2 to 3 fingers width below your belly button. Okay? I would say 3 of my fingers. Okay, so just feel that inside you as we talk about it in your abdomen. And I'm going to start clearing it with the smoky quartz as we work and talk. So this is the key issues that this will have will be relationships, violence and addictions. Physical location is in the upper part of the sacrum below the navel. And the spine area is the first lumbar vertebra. It is also, the primary gland is the adrenals, which you need to rub when you get to winter to warm up. And the inner aspect is feeling. The physical action is reproduction. The mental action is creativity. And the emotional action should be joy. And the spiritual action, enthusiasm. And this energy center, just going to draw in the Seihei Ki, asks you to be flexible, okay, really working on your hip area and your lower spine, but asking for you to be flexible in body and in nature, okay. Also helping you to be creative, and I think now is a good time for us to invite Archangel Chumael in, who works on relationships. I know that's probably back to front. Open your heart to give and receive love. Your essence is love. And I chose Chumael because he, she, it is the, whatever you want to call them, they're androgynous apparently angels, but they appear in one time or the other so that we can understand. They're actually probably more likely to be sacred geometry than an actual person. But these beings manifest into something we can understand. So I'm going to ask that angel to come in and move in behind you now and place their hands on your back, on your lower back. If they came in at the upper, just ask them to move to the low. And we're working this sort of area. Okay, so I'm going to start pulling out any pain you have, whether it be ovulation pain, period pain, or even if you've just had an op. So I'm just carefully going to pull into this. And if you've ever had any abuse there, release it now. Ask Chumael to take this, and the willow that we imprinted, the sail of your tears to that tree, of your trust issues to that tree, to be drawn down into the earth, to be transmuted in her own time. We're just going to pull, and the teeth will pull that residue, that pain out. And I'm really feeling the left hand side is needing more healing than the other. And just give it to the shell, release, don't follow the emotion or the action that happened, just recognize it and move on. And let's just imagine a pool of water surrounding us. Release. Imagine you lying in that pool of water. And the water can just wash and lap over you and just wash it out of your pores. And remember, if someone has broken your trust, it is not all people. Not everyone is the same. I'm just going to reach down, so I'm working at the hips now. And I really think that as we move into winter in the Northern Hemisphere, it's a good idea to rub the adrenals for about 5 minutes because they can be a bit sluggish And my Tai Chi teacher would tell us to rub them for about 3 or 4 minutes in the winter, just to help everything move a bit quicker. Okay. So I'm now just going to draw those symbols of the cowrie shell and imprint that in to carry on working when I'm not here doing it anymore. I'm now going to draw the Fibonacci symbol of this nautilus shell for balance. Nautilus, and I'm imprinting that right into the lower lumbar. And I'm going to place that behind you. Just feel that right at the seat of you. Okay. So we're going to shine some light frequencies back in. But first of all, before I do that, I just want to show you this shell. I'm going to hold it this way. This is a bull conch. If you have had abuse, I want you just to, I'm going to hold that right over your sacral, and the colour will just warm it up. But you can also feel the emotions being drawn in by the spiral, okay? And just have that resting on you. I shall probably place this picture on the front of this, so that if you don't want to watch the video, you can just freeze it and just look at that, okay? These have been observed helping each other, okay? These have been observed making a journey across a few meters very slowly to right their companion, who was probably like that, and they would be exposed. They're supposed to be like that, and they've been watched and observed by marine biologists. So this to me signifies an ally, a helper, a friend. I'm just going to show you the other side now. So just imagine that resting on you. And it's a very adult one because it's got the big lips. Okay, so just imagine that. Resting on your abdomen, soothing and nurturing you. With those beautiful orange sacral chakras, okay. And if you do have one of these, you can put your hands in there and hold them. And just let it nurture you like that. So those are wonderful shells to have. I believe this one's come from Nigeria, but I'm not sure. Okay. So now I'm just going to shine those light frequencies back in. And when we hold these together, they also look like angel wings, don't they? If they would go like that. But just going to shine those frequencies back into you. Just feel it warming up, helping, bringing the light codes in, helping with any creativity, cleansing any sexual problems linked to the Svadhisthana. And this chakra relates to you being flexible, creative, inspirational, helping with relationships, helping with your wants and desires, helping with your appetite, clearing any addictions, karmic patterns, helping you to get the best out of your sexuality and your sensuality. It also helps with community, family and tribe issues and emotional intelligence, helping you to have healthy sexual experiences, pleasure, passion, self-acceptance and gratitude. So I'm just going to put those behind you now, right, resting on your lower hips in the chair behind you. So the crystals that I would bring into this, okay, carnelian, jasper. So let's just shine that carnelian in. Also goldstone, it's another lovely one. But if it needs soothing and calming down, sometimes things are a bit difficult after a healing. You know, the gentle, the boring stones, like a gate, calming and soothing. The fossilized coral. The snowy quartz, the hematites. But you could also use other. You can use tiger's eye. You could also bring some light in. But you may want to soothe with a green moonstone. And perhaps working on your issues of trust. But I want you to love yourself. So I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to hold that right over there. This is an ox heart clam. And I'm just going to rest that on your sacral, and I'm going to draw the symbol in. True. Heart. Cockle is the oceanic Reiki symbol. I want you to love yourself. I want you to love who you are. And don't worry about ego. We all need a little bit of ego. Ego is good as long as it's not overdone. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to soothe that sacral now. And with this red abalone. Just gently soothing it and feel its coolness on your abdomen, putting the light frequencies back into you so that you can trust, so that you can make friends and have healthy relationships. Okay, the word endometriosis has just been placed into my mind. So in a second, I'm just going to put this down. And I'm going to draw 2 abalone symbols. Fire, water, spirit. I'm going to imprint those into the areas where the endometriosis causes pain. I think polyps is another word associated with them. And then chakra. I haven't got a nautilus shell as such here, but I'm going to draw the nautilus into both of those sides of you as well, for everyone who suffers from that. Okay, and just working at the hips, breathing in that citrus and cinnamon oil, looking at the colour scarf I have on. Incidentally, the animal associated with this Svadhisthana chakra is the crocodile, the reptile. Okay, that animal that walks in water and on land. Okay, breathe out. Sending the last little bit of warming chi into you. And remember, tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is always another day. And hopefully it will be able to go better for you. Okay, I'm just going to quickly bounce the energy between your hips. Okay, and then I'm going to link it. I always do this with my nose because both of my hands are free. Link it into an infinity symbol, a sideways figure 8, so that that golden energy, perfect, can now move around. Okay, breathe out. And as you breathe out, just imagine that willow tree, the sail. Just draw it down your middle again as you visualize the trunk and the roots going into the ground. There we go, perfect. Okay, now the tone for this is a D tone. Okay, so that is the tone you can sing to yourself to balance the Svadhisthana. Okay, I hope I got the name of that right, Svadhisthana. Yes, I'm not totally used to the Hindu names. Okay, and dance your chakras awake. If you are a bit closed off there, put your favourite music on, dance around the kitchen table, wiggle your hips and open it. Alright. Peace above you, below you and all around you. Namaste. Love and light, my friends.